already is pretty compelling. Obviously, we invested in, my personal fascination is just this idea of can you completely disrupt an industry that is highly, highly profitable by simply changing the way that you get paid? Right. And so rather than the transaction fees, if you go to the subscription model, I ran the math and it's look, Coinbase would have made more money in 2017 by having everyone pay $9 a month that was part of their user base rather than have them just make the billion plus dollars they made on transaction fees. All right. So the subscription model works in that sense. Now, in terms of where you guys go from here, what are kind of other products you're thinking about, other areas that are interesting, and kind of maybe other bodies of work that you guys may or may not end up working on?
So our mission is to build the best financial institution in the world. And a financial institution is a bank, first of all. It's a place where you can collect your paycheck and deposit checks and basically be the place you keep your money. Um, but we think the ecosystem is rapidly evolving. And so, for us to offer a bank, if we want to launch the best financial institution and we didn't support crypto, that would be like launching a new laptop in 2002 that doesn't support Wi-Fi, right? Or you launch the iMac without connecting to the internet. So like we fundamentally have to be part of this change that's going on from sort of government issued funny money to money that we can all really trust. Like we want to bank your money, and Bitcoin is better money than cash. So like we're going to bank that, right? As we look beyond that, and of course we have the customer support features. As we look beyond that, we are planning to add more states. So we support 60% of the population today. We expect to support everywhere but New York by early 2021. That is an incremental change, and if you sign up now, you'll receive a notification email once your state is open. The other thing we're doing is we're adding by the end of this year a debit card and the ability to do direct deposit and deposit checks. So at that point, what you have is a bank that's completely at parity with something like Chime or Wells Fargo Mobile, but is built for you, has great customer support, and that's where we see people going, basically being able to live off this product, right? I mean, you could never deposit cash once onto this platform. Just use it to store Bitcoin and pay your bills with your debit card. It's just a radically new approach to banking, and we're in early access now. During early access at the end of the year, those features will be deployed, and then we will be a full production product. Beyond that, I'd say the major initiatives that we're looking at is we would love to support the Eurozone, the United Kingdom, Canada, New Zealand, and Australia as a start, because it is our goal to be the best financial institution in the world, and the most reasonable place to start is in financial systems that are a lot like ours, and with customers that have a lot of the same similar expectations. And the other thing that we'll look at is adding stocks. I think there's a big opportunity to make stock investing better. Part of it is if you want to invest in stocks, you need to move cash from your bank account into a brokerage account. And just like we want you to be able to buy Bitcoin right out of your checking account, you ought to be able to buy stocks right out of your checking account. And then, that's part of the motivation. Another part of the motivation is we want to get rid of these hidden spreads that Robinhood charges. We want to educate the market on that, and have our customers feel confident that their subscription is the only fee that they're paying. And then the final part of that would be taking Autopilot, which is our technology for automating trading today, and evolving it into something that can manage your whole portfolio. How much Bitcoin are you hodling? How much are you market making with the Autopilot? Do you have a diversified portfolio of ETFs? You should be able to invest from your checking account and liquidate back into your checking account without leaving the app, and have that investing experience be able to meet all of the needs as you invest, your cash for your cash or Bitcoin money for the future.
Explain a little bit more about what Autopilot does right now.
Yeah. Um, so at a high level, what Autopilot does is it allows you to take Bitcoin that you would otherwise be hodling and move it into the Autopilot account, and it will automatically invest those assets on your behalf. So how does it invest it? Is it like crazy voodoo machine learning? It's not. It's doing a process called market making. And market making is one of the like oldest, most proven and consistently profitable ways to make money in all of investing. And it follows the simple rule of buy low, sell high. So a market maker, let's say you got $10,000 of Bitcoin on your account, you've got $10,000 of cash on your account, and Bitcoin's trading at $10,000. So or what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my cash, I'm going to offer to buy at a discount. So I'm going to offer to buy at 99,950. That means anyone that trades with you is paying you a $50 profit for each Bitcoin that they buy. Then I'm going to take all my cash, or sorry, that's with cash. Then I'm going to take my Bitcoin and I'm offered to sell that at a 0.5% premium. So $10,000, $50. And so anybody that buys that, you're making $50 profit for the Bitcoin. Um, so what Autopilot does is it runs that strategy based on the current price estimate from our partners over at Nomics, and it runs that strategy 24 hours a day, and it reprices your orders every 15 seconds. So this is like a high frequency trading tool that is running like a proven strategy for consistently earning income. And the way it earns that income is when people go on our platform and they just buy or sell using the standard interface. That's a market order, and it's going to consume some of these AMM's liquidity. And so during alpha, we're gonna have to see what happens during prod. Like, are we gonna have a big birth, like a big girth of supply, and then while demand is ramping up, or will there be a lot more demand than supply as the marketplace balances out? But during alpha, we were seeing people get about a 6% monthly return on their autopilot funds while the markets were active. The final thing I want to touch on is it was really important for us to introduce a strategy, an automated strategy that lets you participate in the crypto market, but passively. And we didn't want it to be voodoo. So the specific implementation that we've made is based on state-of-the-art research on stochastic optimal control, and it's proven to be the optimal strategy for market making. It's what the Wall Street guys are doing. It's what the Chicago guys are doing. Modern market makers run this algorithm, and we're making it available to everyone. You can learn more about this strategy by clicking the More Info button on your automated market maker, and that includes a link to the research paper where we developed it.
Yeah, it's really cool. I think how what you're basically saying is you're giving the market making profit to the user and also making sure there's liquidity on the platform, right? Is that generally correct?
Yes, that is 100. It's both those things, and then also what we're doing is we're taking another one of these hidden fee business models, and we're getting rid of it. Because if you go on Coinbase Consumer today, you're going to have a a commission fee, which is 1.5%, and then that is subject to a minimum, right? If $0 to $50 is $1. Beyond that is $2. It goes up to $3. So that's their commission. What they're not telling you is that they also increase the price by 0.5%. So Coinbase is market making directly to their consumer clients. We are also eliminating that. Now, there's still a fundamental need to market make, and we're going to let our customers earn the profit by delivering value market making, but we are removing ourselves as a market making participant and intermediary, such as Coinbase would.